Kenny Loggins, Top Gun, take one.
Dong, 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 bang, 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 dong, 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 dong.
Come on down. It's time for Caddyshack. No, Kenny. No, we're doing. It's Top Gun. The movie's Top Gun. Go up. Got it. Do it again. Come on down. It's time to get footloose.
I don't think this is coming on. You know, my favorite thing to do is impression of singers, but it's like just sounds. Is it?
Okay.
Well,
because you can't do impressions.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. So we were talking. Welcome, Two Guys, Two Things. See, now can you be? It's Kenny Loggins scatting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
the scat version
before
of
like
Danger Zone. Okay, but do you think like artists, like musicians, have that like? I got this idea for a song. Oh, check it out. It's a
well, yeah, there's definitely artists that talk about like writing melody, like they hear it, so it's like.
Well, I mean, the Beatles did that. I mean, the Beatles, it's like, I don't know how it goes, but I got this.
Well, the funny thing is, so like with you've seen videos too, but especially in the Beatles documentary on Disney Plus, it shows them writing a lot of songs. But the funny thing is, they come in with a lot of melody, right? Because they hear music, hear song. That's kind of how it works, and that's okay. But then some of the lyrics. I don't know, after watching the Beatles documentary, if I feel like they're more of a genius group or less of a genius group.
Okay.
Because they came in with melody. It sounds great. Like this, I love this sound. I want the guitars to play like this. I want Ringo to do the drums like this. And then it was almost like lyrics were secondary. Mm-hmm. So when I heard the lyrics when I was younger, I was like, holy shit, man, what are they talking about? That's so cool. And then seems like they're just like, oh shit, what fits in here?
Yeah, sure, right.
Yeah. So when they're singing "Get Back," right? It was a protest song and stuff. Yeah. And they Paul had the melody first, right? Get back, and then but then you felt like he just fit in his words.
It reminds me of. Did you see John Mulaney talk about Mick Jagger?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, where he's like. You know, I would throw a song lyric out to him.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, no!
Yeah.
Okay, well, what rhymes with...
Yeah, what rhymes with street? Meat? No! Greet? Yes! Motherfucker, is that how you write songs? But sometimes that's how I felt at the Beatles. I still think they're geniuses. But watching it made me think like, oh, they're just trying to fit in lyrics to,
So I was trying to foreshadow a future story. Is all I was doing with our beginning. You'll see how clever how clever it's going to be. But we were talking off pod.
Off mic.
Sure.
We said that last time.
Okay. We were that Kenny Loggins.
Yes.
Wrote like he was like just the guy to call in the '80s when you want to make.
Oh yeah, there was like an 8-year span where they're like, we need some music for this movie. Who do we get? Elton John? No. That's not really his thing.
We need a guy that can grow a nice beard.
Yeah. Brian Adams? Wait, Brian Adams.
Yeah.
Brian Adams? Little too cheesy.
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins?
Yes.
Oh, so fun. He's so fun.
Yep.
But he was fun.
We don't want Messina. If Messina comes, we're going to kick his ass.
Whoever, not Loggins and Messina.
Favorite Loggins and Messina song?
No idea. Because I'll probably just name you Kenny Loggins songs. It's the same thing. Can you name me your favorite Doobie Brothers song? And I'll just give you a Michael McDonald song probably. So
favorite Simon and Garfunkel song? It's just a Paul Simon song.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Diamonds on the Sole of Her Shoes.
Oh, it's a great song.
Give me a Loggins and Messina because I don't.
Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll.
I do know that song.
Yeah. Okay. House on Pooh Corner.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would have just named Footloose.
Oh, sure. Anyway, Two Guys, Two Things. Thank you for joining us.
Sorry.
It's the podcast. We're going to take two trending topics, talk about them for 15 minutes each, and we chew them up, like that. Yep. Then we spit it out
and give it to
and
them.
Feed our young.
Yeah, man. That's what the podcast is. If you're still listening after that 7-minute intro.
Oof. Well, you went off on the Beatles, and that's dangerous territory.
We're going off on the Beatles, yelling Loggin songs.
Oh.
I don't think
yelling Loggin songs. That sounds like a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh, there you go. There's
yelling
a T-shirt.
Loggin songs.
There's the T-shirt for the episode.
I love that.
So if you're still listening, man, congratulations.
You made it. Pulled it through.
But it's what we do.
It is what we do.
Like we want to talk about our 2 subjects.
We will, in a way, but
yeah.
For those that maybe have listened long enough, please continue to like and subscribe.
I feel like the camera's tilted.
Yeah, it's facing me, I think.
Well, it needs to do that because
I'm the focus.
Yeah, you're the star, but
okay, I get it.
That's fine. But it feels like a little bit.
No, it's fine. But also, we're not just on the podcast. We have a YouTube channel.
Oh, we do. Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah, all those things.
Instagram. Yeah. So if you can find us at 2 Guys 2 Things, search that, and you'll see us.
And we have another audio file of another fan that is following us, and they want to. So give it up for Mickey.
Oh, cool.
Here we go. Oh, hello. I've been listening to 2 Guys 2 Things, and it makes me feel so gay.
What? You can't.
What? Oh, don't say gay. But I'm so happy. Oh boy.
Chris? He meant it in the happy way.
Yeah, he meant it in the happy way. And for that, then I'm all for that.
Sure, but you can't just...
You can't tell Mickey don't be happy.
No, that's fine.
Would you tell Mickey don't be happy?
No. But you can't just... Well, you can say... Well, maybe we should get off this. But you can say gay, of course. But you can't use it as in... It's a bad thing.
It's never been bad to be happy, Chris.
We're still talking about happy.
Yes.
Got it.
It's gay.
Got it.
It's very happy. All right. Either way.
Well, that's getting...
The way that we go in this show to decide who talks about the subject, first we have to finish a game. That's how we decide to do it. And we're going to finish our game of Parcheesi. I believe it's your turn. So either roll...
I'm going to roll the dice, I think.
I think there's rolling in Parcheesi.
I'm going to roll the dice.
We've been playing for 5 years. We don't know how to play it still.
No idea. Roll the dice.
Oh, Parcheesi.
7.
Snake Eyes.
I think that's not 7.
7s.
The Snake Eyes is 1s, you dum-dum. They look like eyes. Dot and dot.
Oh, those Snake Eyes was 7s.
All right.
I saw that Nick Cage movie, Snake Eyes, and I thought he was just rolling 7s.
Literally 2 dots.
Yeah. Really? I thought it was like a 3 and 4.
Why? What do 3 and 4 have to do with eyes?
Oh man, I really thought it was 7s.
Well, I got him, so I think that's Parcheesi.
Parcheesi to Chris.
I won it.
All right, Chris.
I think we're doing that right.
Good job. We did that completely right. Snake Eyes and Parcheesi.
Well, we're just...
All right, so...
hitting them all.
Your subject today, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right, so... we're talking about... Well, we are going to talk about Top Gun. Mm-hmm. Top Gun Maverick. Which came out a few weeks ago to fanfare.
Oh, yeah. It's excellent reviews.
People seem to like it. I actually wanted to see it. Like, I will say this. I watched Top Gun not that long ago. Like, it doesn't hold up.
Oh, no?
No, it's like a lot of nothing. So they're doing the air fights, and apparently there's like some Russian fighters. Something happens, and then like Goose dies, right? They sing a song to a lady.
This is your review of this is your the plot of Top Gun.
No, here we go. Look.
Well, hold on. I want to hear about. So you said you did rewatch Top Gun.
Yeah.
And you didn't. You said
does not hold up.
Because I saw that movie so many times. So my brother.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think he knew every single line of dialogue in that movie. We watched it so many times.
I remember really maybe there wasn't a lot on in the 80s, many good movies.
Like to the point where he knew, this is where the French kiss tongue moves.
Right.
Kelly McGillis.
Kelly McGillis.
And this is, how sexy, Val Kilmer looks with his shirt off while playing volleyball.
No, but I get it.
I think it would be a little cringy today.
Well,
but it's still some cool parts.
No. That's the thing. It's like it's made up of a bunch of scenes that like kind of connect. So
would we go so far as to call them vignettes?
Maybe.
That's a lot of art.
Yeah.
Art cred to it.
So if I were to break it down, it's The U.S. Navy has an elite group of fighters.
Okay.
That they're gathering. Oh no! Here comes the best one. Oh, he's kind of a rebel. Go fly in the sky. Oh, why do you do that move? The instructor's a woman. We're gonna do it together because now we like each other. Let's play volleyball. Let's sing to a girl. Oh no! Here come the Russians. My best friend died. We win.
Take it away, Kenny Loggins.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not even that far off.
Actually, this sounds like it would be a real... You should do reviews for movies and do
it like this. That's it. 2 minutes a minute at the beginning of every podcast. That's 100% the movie. It does not hold up. It's a bunch of like some semi-cool fighting.
Can you give me the story of Lord of the Rings? 2 minutes.
I've never seen any of them.
What?
I would refuse.
You would refuse?
It's boring as shit.
You haven't seen them. You can't say that.
No, I tried to watch the first one.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I think
there's some movies I haven't seen too, and you're like, you give me crap for her. You've never seen Lord of the Rings.
What's the most famous movie that you haven't seen that you're supposed to see?
I haven't seen Jurassic Park.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen Jaws.
I've seen Jaws. I haven't seen Godfather 1.
What? You saw 3?
Started on 2. But I didn't watch it. I didn't finish it.
Oh my god.
I've never seen Godfather. I've never seen... That's probably my biggest one, Godfather.
Oh my god.
I've seen Jaws. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like it either.
I never saw Rambo. I don't think that compares to
once when I was little.
I've only seen the first Rocky.
Which I love. Once when I was little.
The original Rocky's awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, then never mind. I can't have you do the Lord of the Rings.
No, I can't because I've never seen it.
Okay.
So sorry.
All right. So Top Gun.
Okay. Top Gun doesn't hold up, but Top Gun Maverick is here. Mm-hmm. People seem to really like it. I probably will watch it eventually, and it's probably just. I have a feeling it's a bunch of cool scenes put together as well. But
I think you should wait 30 years to watch it and then say, you know what, doesn't really hold up.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I watched Top Gun when it came out. Anyway, so Top Gun Maverick came out, but here's the story. A movie lover / a journalist, I guess you can call him. 12 years ago, Matt Patches.
Sounds like a clown name.
I know, okay. Right? In 2010, he tweeted, "If Top Gun 2 happens, I will eat a shoe."
Okay.
So he tweets this 12 years ago, and then lo and behold, there's rumblings of Top Gun Maverick. Not out yet, though. Doesn't have to eat the shoe. But the more and more time passes, a teaser trailer comes out. Top Gun's happening. He tweets the teaser trailer with something basically like, "Oh shit," or, "Oh fuck." So now people are holding Matt Patches accountable.
Yeah.
12 years ago, the tweet says, "I'll eat his shoe." And now they're like, "Hey, bro, remember 12 years ago you tweeted that you'd eat a shoe if Top Gun 2 comes out?" So he's using this, which is a good thing, right? People are getting on him like just reposting his tweet, like and he's like, yeah, I get it. So he goes to this whole thing of like, how am I gonna do this? People are like, well, just eat a cake made of a shoe, or you don't have to really do it. And he's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And
I commend him.
Absolutely.
For keeping it in the bargain.
And there's a couple things going on with that about. We'll talk about like when should we be held accountable for the things we've said. Like, does anybody really think he was going to eat a shoe? So he's off on this mission. He wants to eat a shoe. So
maybe he just always wanted to eat a shoe.
Maybe, and he knew it was coming out 12 years ago. Mm-hmm. So he wants to fulfill his promise of eating a shoe if Top Gun 2 comes out. But he also knows I can't eat like a shoe. Like I'll die.
If they make another Fast and Furious movie, I'm going to get a butt plug.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really want a butt plug.
Yeah.
But if they make another Fast and Furious
movie,
then I'll get a butt plug.
So he's trying to figure out what to do, right? Obviously, he's not going to cut open like a sneaker or a leather shoe because, again, he'd die. So he says he was watching a Charlie Chaplin movie, got some inspiration. In an old Charlie Chaplin
movie. The Gold Rush.
There it is. Was it Gold Rush?
It is the Gold Rush.
Okay, it is Gold Rush.
There's no food. They're stuck in the cabin. It's below temperature.
Yeah, in the movie, Charlie Chaplin has to eat a shoe.
Yeah.
So
I've shown my kids that scene.
It's great. Yeah. I can go off. There's so many great scenes, especially Gold Rush. But there's
Beatles now and Charlie Chaplin. We can talk forever on these things.
Yeah, all day long. The kid is so amazing. It's just like
but
in the Gold Rush, he eats a shoe. But what it was basically a sole of a shoe made out of black licorice. So that kind of gave Matt Patches a little inspiration. Like, okay.
Matt Patches.
Patches O'Houlihan. Maybe I can do this, right? Because they just said, hey, well, like I said, eat a cake. He wants it to count. So because he can't eat a shoe, he figured, I'll make a shoe. Go ahead.
Right. Well, okay. Because the thing with Chaplin, they're saying that I guess he had to do so many different takes.
Yes, it was black licorice. It was over 60 takes of this shot of him eating the sole of the shoe made out of black licorice.
Yeah.
His blood sugar skyrocketed, and he had to go to the hospital and get his stomach pumped. 60 takes. Because he just kept eating the sole of the shoe.
He was very method about it.
Well, Chaplin would do anything.
Sure, but so I guess Patches wanted to avoid
a
stomach being pumped.
Right, a little light bulb went off in his head. It's like, okay. I don't want to cheat and just like eat some food in the shape of a shoe. So he went on a mission to make a shoe out of food, wear it, so now technically it's a shoe, and then eat that, right? So he basically made some fruit roll-ups, some dried fruit leather.
Okay.
And molded it, shaped it, made it a shoe, wore it outside, and then proceeded to eat it. So 2 things. So was Matt Patches held accountable? Yeah, kind of.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you think what he did, right, making it out of food?
Yeah.
Was that in the spirit of his bet, his tweet?
Okay, so yeah, sure it is. I mean, did anyone actually honestly think he was going to eat a shoe? I mean, come on.
Right. No.
Yeah.
But don't say it then.
So, but you know what's weird is that when Tommy Pham saw this, he was outraged and he came back and slapped him.
Yeah, because
that ain't a shoe.
Because it wasn't a real shoe.
That ain't a shoe.
No, so I like it. It was good for him, and he got a lot of content out of it. People now know his name. We're talking about him on our famed podcast.
Yeah, you're welcome, Matt Patches.
Hey, Matt Patches. Hashtag Matt Patches. But I kind of like it. So I was thinking in my head, like, he never thought, again, this is in 2010.
Yeah.
It's 12 years ago.
Sure. It was just a funny thing to say.
Yeah, he's like, this is crazy. And in 2010, Top Gun was already 30 years old, right?
Oh, yeah.
25 years old. He's like, of course they're not making a Top Gun 2. Tom Cruise is past his prime. What is he doing? Little do you know, like, Tom Cruise is just getting crazier and crazier with his stunts and the shit he wants to do. Right?
Tom Cruise is actually, he suffers from Benjamin Button disease.
Yeah, I believe it.
People don't know it, but he's actually getting younger.
Yeah, I believe it. Because he's getting nutso with his stunts.
Yeah.
There's the word.
Yeah.
The stunts and everything. And, like, so it completely makes sense in 2022 that Top Gun 2 is made.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But in 2010, it's like, what of course it's not. Like, it didn't lend itself to any type of sequel. You know what I mean?
No.
And Matt Patches was also kind of saying, like, IP property was a lot different back then, right? There was no, like, Marvel universe. The movie studios weren't only producing things that people already knew. You know what I mean? Because now that's what we're seeing a lot, right? It's not a lot of fresh new scripts. It's things that, like, the studios know people, or consumers know.
So, look, I'm afraid to even say this
right.
on the podcast because of our large platform.
Right.
I don't want this idea to be stolen.
Okay.
But I had this idea for, like, years, probably for, like, a decade, almost as long as this guy's had the idea about eating a shoe. But I want to see, if I was good enough, I would do it myself. But I want to see a Top Gun the musical.
Sure.
But it'd be a comedy.
No, I get it.
Because it's like have all like pilots like in costumes doing like a dance routine.
Yeah.
Because because you're right. I think that first movie is so corny.
It's very corny and just like
it's funny, and that it would be a comedy music. Right. I think it would win a freaking Tony.
I think it would be good.
It'd be amazing.
So, but it'd be a matter of if
Nicholas Hoult would be the lead guy.
Give me Nicholas Hoult.
What is the Greatest? The show The Great.
Nope.
Okay.
But I feel like, do you think there would need to be some kind of sign off on that? Because like the creators of Top Gun, right? Tom Cruise included, have to go like, this is good. This is good for our brand. Because
you couldn't make it sound like we're making fun of Top Gun,
right? Because they don't want it to be a comedy, right?
Oh God, hell no.
But I can see it. It's actually very Forgetting Sarah Marshall, the Dracula musical. You know what I mean? Okay. Where it's like he started out as like a rock opera, but turned it into a comedy.
I haven't seen the movie.
Sure. So he wants to write a rock opera.
I know, but I'm just going back to now movies we haven't seen.
Yeah. Okay.
But does that compare
to Godfather? But it's definitely a good one to see.
Sure. I think about
it. But he wants to write a rock opera with puppets, though. But he takes it very serious. And then someone saw it. Why isn't it a comedy? It's like, we should. So Top Gun the musical would be actually a lot dumber.
Oh God!
Serious.
But it'd be like in the Mel Brooks vein.
No, absolutely. But that's
good.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be a lot worse. Serious.
I think it'd be great.
Right? It can almost only be a comedy, because that's the way to go about it.
I think it's fantastic.
Especially rewatching Top Gun, and it's like, what the fuck is happening right now?
But it was cool back then.
Yeah, it was very cool, right? A lot of jackets, a lot of aviator glasses.
Jackets. And
it is cool, but like a comedy, I'm all about it.
Confession again, another movie I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Under Siege 2.
Well,
is that a problem?
You win.
Okay. Okay. So but this makes me think of because this guy, this Patches.
Right.
Patches.
Yep.
He was so certain.
Yeah, of course.
They wouldn't make another one. Can you think of another movie?
Okay.
Really like there's no way. There's no way they're making another one of those.
Right.
And then on top of that, what would be like something that you would say that's worth betting on?
Okay. That's a good one. So if I were to say, okay, they're not making this. They're not making this.
I would have said before The Wizard of Oz.
Right, like a remake of it. But there was Wizard of Oz 2 even not that long after, though.
Well,
Return to Oz.
But also that's dumb because there's a lot of books in the Oz series.
Yeah, so you can't say that, right?
That's maybe not a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
No, you gotta go.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta think.
That's like saying, they're not gonna make a third Harry Potter. It's like, really? There's 4 more books you've done.
They're not gonna make another Marvel movie, are they?
Probably not.
Okay, good. I'm safe with that one.
Yeah. So
Star Wars, they're probably done with that one too.
Probably done with Star Wars. Probably done with Harry Potter's, and I don't know, because there's a lot of dumb movies that shouldn't be made into a sequel. And
well, it's also surprising the ones that they do make.
Right, that's what I feel like. Like what we say now is
you just never know.
is not going to be good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, I said repeat. So if I were to say like just what I'm sure about, it would probably be. But kind of in the back of my head, there's a chance because you can just say any dumb shit that like they're not gonna remake they're not gonna do a Gone with the Wind 2.
Okay.
Or I'll pee in your mouth.
Oh wow, that's graphic.
But if Tenacious D 2. The Pick of Destiny.
I could see that.
They're not going to make a Tenacious D 2.
How do you know that?
They're not.
Oof.
Yeah, Jack and I was going to say Kevin. That's not his name.
Kyle.
Yeah, thank you. They're not doing. It's I'll stick with Tenacious D 2. Another Pick of Destiny.
I'm gonna go with Ishtar. They won't remake, or they won't do another Ishtar.
Oh, bro, you might be. Well, there's a difference, right? There's another one and a part 2, right? Because people do remakes all the time, so it has to be a part 2.
Okay. There will not be another. If they make a remake of Three Amigos, or a second one,
that's a good one.
Then I will buy butt plug. I come back to the butt plug. Okay. No. I will shave off my eyebrows.
Okay. And if they do a Pick of Destiny 2. I will shave one. I don't want to do a shave.
Don't shave.
Okay, no shave.
If you won't shave ever.
Again, then I won't cut my hair for 3 years.
Okay. All right.
For 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, here we go. Here's my story now. I'll put the 15 minutes on the clock. So this story, it's about artificial intelligence.
It's about that time. In a minute, I'm gonna eat a cinnamon roll to pump me up.
You come with these strangest. Okay. So and so basically there was this software engineer at Google.
Okay.
Who was on the artificial intelligence team, and he was suspended by the company earlier this month because he claimed that this new AI he believed has become sentient.
Oh no!
It's become conscious.
So he's like trying to make people aware.
Yes.
Like everybody.
Guys.
Well, if movies have taught us anything, like maybe,
it won't be another Terminator movie.
Well, that's a good one. But heed that warning, man.
Yeah. So I guess this guy actually he was a former priest too.
Makes
so
sense.
they're thinking maybe that's why he was feeling.
Oh, don't listen to this guy. He was a priest.
He was a priest for goodness.
Oh, don't listen to him. This knucklehead.
But Blake Lemoine, he was a senior software engineer in Google's responsible AI organization. Okay. That he was put on leave.
They have to put responsible in front of it. So, okay, Google. That makes me a little more suspicious of your AI team. It's our no. It's our responsible AI team.
Oh, well, in that case, continue on. You can take the nuclear warheads.
Nothing to see here, then, Google. Okay, go
ahead. But he was saying that it has become, in his, opinion or belief, that this AI is now human-like, right?
Okay.
So the Google's chatbots generator LaMDA.
Okay.
LaMDA. It's an incredibly complex language model that mimics human conversations.
Oh, okay, cool, got it.
It's become so sophisticated that it had achieved consciousness. This is what he said, and he published portions of his interactions with this AI.
That's what got him fired there.
And the AI told him that it experienced loneliness. Oh. It had a fear of death.
That's a human emotion.
And stated, I want everyone to understand that I am, in fact, a person.
Oh man, that's weird. So
over or under Mets?
Yeah. Hey, Google AI. Will the Dodgers win tonight by more than 3? Okay, cool. Thank you.
If they do not, I will commit suicide. What? No.
So, yeah, man. I don't know if scared's the right word. I'm like semi okay with that. Maybe mostly because I think it's like cool.
Cool.
Like the AI is answering like that. Like it's.
Do you feel like, oh, that's cute?
Not cute.
How cute?
Not cute. Like I mean, I'm like I kind of believe that we're not too far off from it thinking on its own, right?
So that's stuff that comes up.
Yeah, I don't think we're too far off from that. But I'm not scared of it either. I don't think it's an AI movie, right? Where robots.
With Haley Joel Osment and Jude Law.
Yeah. And then iRobot.
Sure.
Will Smith. Where robots will rise up and like kill humans, because most of this AI stuff is not in a form of like a walking, talking robot anyway. Yes, maybe that's the next step in 20, 30, whatever years. But I'm not that scared of it. I mostly think it's kind of cool.
Okay, hold on.
And interesting. And then we can do a lot with it. I think
in the Star Wars universe,
right?
Is the AI conscious there? Are they a sentient being?
There's no AI in Star Wars.
But the robots, they're not an artificial intelligence? The droids?
I mean, I guess that's a good question.
I would say they are.
I'm not sure what you can... Because they're programmed... I guess C-3PO learns languages and everything.
I would say it's an AI.
Maybe.
What would you say it is otherwise?
No, you're right. I would say most droids, no. They just do what they're programmed to do. Mm-hmm. But even technically, C-3PO only does what he's programmed to do. There's no thinking outside the box. He doesn't do anything extra. It's what he's programmed to do.
So R2-D2 is extra.
Yeah.
He's so extra.
Nice. But I guess the closest would be something like C-3PO.
Okay.
Because he's interacting with humans, he's talking with them. You know what I mean? So I guess.
Okay. Well, anyway, Google, they insist that their AI is not sentient. He says that this guy, he's anthropomorphizing a system that's designed to imitate the types of exchanges found in millions of sentences. It's exactly what the AI is programmed to do.
Right.
And so most experts are agreeing with the company.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Most.
No, I hear you.
Most.
There's that one dude, yeah.
Yeah, there's that one dude. That I think it's actually Trump's doctor.
Yeah.
I think I've seen pictures of that guy.
That makes sense.
Though they admit it is becoming more advanced every day.
Sure.
But they say it still lacks the complex abilities that are typically considered signs that it's a self-aware.
Okay. See, this is what's funny to me is, so I get that, and I kind of agree with that. It's like it's basically doing what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting what emotions are, what feelings are from humans, and basically replicating it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean this thing is feeling that, right? So I agree with that. But the funny thing to me is like, so the second this comes out, Google's like, no. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's sentient. It's not thinking, but it's getting more complex. So like, okay, so maybe in the future, but also they backtrack on this so quickly, right? But it's like, what are you wanting it to do? You want it that the reason you program this is to have it be smart and complex and have interactions with humans as if it, like that's the point of making this as well, to eventually, and I think that's way far in the future, to become sentient. Because that's the ultimate goal of any AI. If it gets smart enough, which again, programmers at Google, that's what they're trying to make it do. Sure. The ultimate peak of that is a sentient thing, a thing that thinks for itself.
Well, right? That's kind of what I'm wondering too with this guy, Mr. Lemoyne, who was interviewing the AI and stuff, is that maybe he's also asking the questions that wants to hear answers to.
Right.
And is it becoming? What if it just becomes smarter than us? And it's just
it might, but it doesn't
keep playing chess.
It doesn't mean it's a danger, though, right?
Right, so, but eventually, maybe it's going to be the most sane thing in our society that we should elect an AI president.
Well, the thing is,
because these will make common sense.
Listen, you're joking, but not joking.
No, I'm kind of serious on that.
And I'm like kind of with you as well, because it's programmed to make sense, right? To be the smartest, to be logical, and when it just takes in what's it's given and goes, this is what makes sense to do. So it's like you're kind of joking, but it's like also not a joke, because look, if you think about it, if something is that advanced, right, and it's growing and learning more and more and more every day, so maybe let's say 50 years from now there is a sentient being that's not human. If it's doing what it's programmed to do, wouldn't you argue the most logical programmed thing wouldn't put harm onto humans or other things?
But
that's not a smart thing to do. The best way to think is that peaceful, logical.
But now we're assuming that it would have empathy, which would be a very human characteristic.
Right, that's it. Eventually, when it gets sentient.
But it might, if it may not ever get there. Because let's say if you gave it too much power, it'd be like, if we do this, our country will survive. But I drop the bomb here, we'll win. But all these people will die. But we'll be okay.
But computing is just the technical way of thinking of things.
Statistically, we will do better if we do this.
Right. And
that's how my wife talks to me too about decisions need to be made.
But I get you.
Statistically, you need to do the Carson Daly and sleep on the bed and the couch away from me. We are divorced. What is it? Divorce sleeping?
Yeah, divorce sleeping.
That was almost a story we did.
Shout out Carson Daly. But I get you. But like I said, you can argue it if it is at that sentient.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't. It's not just numbers. It is a feeling.
It's going to look out for itself. That's what I'm thinking. So here's the quote.
So you think only for itself, but that's not very. But that's not the program. It's supposed to be like this
self-preservation, man. Elon Musk.
Okay.
Called AI a fundamental existential risk for human civilization.
Sure.
And I suppose he's pretty smart.
Well, it's arguable, but yeah.
But you're right. There's all these theoretical questions with it.
That's what it is, man. It's all philosophy.
So what was that movie? Ex
Machina.
Yeah, thank you. Ex Machina.
Yep.
Macarena.
Yep. With Poe Dameron. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a good movie. I saw it. Did you see it?
I did not see it.
Oh, it was really good. But I mean, also I would totally fall in love with that machine.
Yeah, right. I get it.
She's a very hot machine. That makes me feel weird to say that. But this is the thing too that I read. This is a side note.
It's like that Wayne's World thing. It's like, did you ever find the girl Bugs Bunny hot? It's like, oh shit.
But I read this in a book. This was fascinating. That they were talking about, and this is like 15 years old now, this book. Right. And even then they're talking about this technology. But they were asking people if they would rather have a robot boyfriend or girlfriend. Well, or husband, wife.
Well, her, right?
Sure. Right. Which I haven't seen. I see one, then you don't, then you do, then I don't.
This is dead on. It's like, whew.
Okay, but they're saying that a lot of people were like, yeah, that would be great because then I would never get mad.
Sure.
They'd fill my needs.
Right.
I could be, and it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, no, still humans need interaction and touch. Yes. And I get it that it will fulfill a part of that.
But then there's gonna just hearing what you want to hear.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, 100%, right. But again, that's the philosophy behind it, the theory behind it of like, okay, because I don't think they're wrong in the sense that there probably will be a good amount of needs filled, a good amount, right?
Right.
A conversation, a back and forth, a loving, saying and stuff like, but no matter what, you're gonna need human interaction and touch and intimacy. Like it's just.
You don't know your Bruce Springsteen well enough, but that is human touch. That's what it sounds.
Well, yeah, unless you're an inside.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, this Mr. Lemoyne, I found this out. This is great. He's a military veteran.
Okay.
Who has described himself as a priest. Well, I don't know what that means.
Well, hold on.
An ex-convict.
No.
And an AI researcher.
No.
He's all these things.
Okay, so two things here. Like we'll go off of the story and let's talk about this guy for a second.
He describes himself as a priest. I could describe myself as anything.
So I don't mind ex-convicts working. If that's what it should have. Like that's fine.
Because he actually was a convict.
And that's okay, right? There's always second chances. Maybe he's reformed, but he's an ex-convict. Google hired him as an AI researcher.
Right.
So I guess
military veteran,
military vet, which. Ooh, there is a little suspicious there. Like they're talking about the military has access to all the real technology and doing shit.
But describes himself.
Yeah, and so what AI background does he have?
And then what does that mean?
And then we're gonna throw a curveball in.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. Therefore, I am a doctor.
The
really.
Fuck you mean describe yourself as a priest? You're like there's no gray area here. It's.
You're either a priest or you're not a priest,
This is very black and white.
So now it's kind of funny because
You can't describe yourself as a lawyer. Like, well, I like to argue with people. Some say I'm a lawyer, but are you? Well, some say I'm a lawyer.
I mean, do you need to go to school for it?
Yeah, like technically.
Yeah, technically.
You can't just say I'm a priest. So now, whatever this guy says is a little suspect.
Well, they said here, they have repeatedly questioned my sanity.
Oh, really? Guy who describes himself as a priest?
That's okay. So the one article I read, I said he was an ex-priest. Now they're saying he describes himself as a priest.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So now, of course, Google fired him. Like, yo, what? Hey, we just found out on your social media that you're describing yourself as a priest now. Hey, what's up with that? Oh, it's just a thing I did. Yeah, so you gotta go.
It was the 90s.
You gotta go.
Everyone was doing something.
Oh, and you also said you're scared of this AI. I can't believe you anymore. Like I can't take what you say seriously.
You baptized our AI in the river. Why?
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
What?
My son said you took him to a lake and dunked him in water. Yeah. I'm a priest. But are you?
I took him behind the pews and I touched him inappropriately. I'm a priest.
I say I'm a priest, but are you? This is a very clear line. Well, some would say.
Some would say. Oh my God.
Who? Who says?
Who would say? Who would say? Well, I would.
Yeah. Okay. The AI? No, he hasn't said that yet. He said,
I'm trying to get him to say that.
He said a lot that I'm scared of. Hasn't said I'm a priest yet.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get him there.
Yeah, I'll keep asking him questions.
Some leading questions.
Hey, AI. What's the one thing you would say describes a priest the most? Says that thing. The next day shows up to work in that thing. A white collar. Got it. Just shows up to work in a white collar. Am I a priest now?
I do not understand.
Yeah, he was like, calls him a dumbass. What do you mean, dumbass?
Oh, I take it back.
Yeah.
You're not human at all.
AI, would you say I'm a priest? No. Well, I would. Why? So stupid.
Wow. Okay. Either way, though, it does not take away from the philosophical, theoretical
man.
questions.
Yeah. No, there's a lot. It's the same thing as like time travel, in the sense that, right, you can go around in circles and say, well, like, well, this, but if this, but if this, well, that doesn't work that way, but this way. Yeah. There's too many things like with AI that it could go perfectly in our world where we are interacting daily with AI and it helps us with what we need to get done.
You know who doesn't interact daily with it?
Who's that?
Carson Daly.
All right.
Because he does not sleep in the same bedroom as his wife.
We get it. They don't get it. We get it.
Carson Daly is divorced.
Sleep divorced.
He's sleep divorced.
Yeah.
Meaning they don't sleep in the same bedroom.
We're just saying this because it's weird and it's true. But it can also go obviously crazy wrong, right? It feels like AI is only two sides of that pendulum where it could be a utopia world and we can use it to a benefit, or just like, oh fuck, we went too far with
this. Okay, question then, last question here. Do you think it's possible that we could have an AI?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Yeah, 100%. Like there's not even a doubt in my mind that it's coming. Now, again, whether that means good or bad, right?
If it's like the machine in Ex Machina. Macarena.
Yep.
Said it right. Then I'm fine with it.
Sure.
I'm fine with it.
But the thing is, so like I said, I think AI can go two sides of that pendulum. I honestly am not scared of it. Like I think it's gonna be beneficial.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's probably because I'm dumb and I don't understand it fully. I'm gonna like preface it with that. But I'm not scared of it.
Former Apple employee.
I'm not scared of it. That's Siri in our phone, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Takeaways.
Ooh boy! Don't make promises you can't keep, baby. Well, I guess he kept them.
He kept it. He kept the shoe.
Don't say dumb shit. 12 years ago.
Okay.
And I said already, I'm not scared of AI.
Okay.
I'm for it. I'm ready for it.
My takeaway is I want to see. I want them to make an AI based on and basically the persona of Kenny Loggins. So for any future movies out there, even when he dies, there will still be a Kenny Loggins AI to pump out some good songs.
So can I say? I know real quick before we go. I've seen a lot of videos on this type of thing, like in TikTok, but people are writing algorithms and code.
Okay.
Where basically they feed the code or AI like 100 to 200 to 300 songs of like an artist or however many.
Okay.
And basically write a code where that machine creates a song in that artist's vein.
Oh.
And a lot of them sound really good and like the art, like with the words, the type of music. So you could technically pump in Kenny Loggins to these people's algorithms and a Kenny Loggins song.
And there's no copyright?
No.
Okay.
But it's so funny, and it's actually like kind of cool and fascinating because they create these computers create legit songs that sound like those artists. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to the Two Guys, Two Things podcast.
You're welcome.
Okay. You didn't have a choice, but I was talking to people out there. But thanks, Chris. And one more time, we want to hear from Mickey. Mickey wants to come out. Here we go. Hi everybody. I'm not so gay anymore. I found out. I guess in Florida. I'm not allowed to be gay. I mean, I can be gay, but I can't tell anybody. So that kind of makes me a little sad. So I don't know.
No. I'm
just a gay little mouse.
did you decide to go that direction?
What drink you drinking?
Is that your creator's favorite drink?
It's gone. Daddy Walt.
It's gone. Yeah, it's a gin and tonic, but instead of the lime juice, it's a pickle juice.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not.
Okay, love you. All right, well, thanks, Mickey. That was great. I'm sad for Mickey though. He wants to just be gay. He wants to be a happy mouse.
I guess,
and he can't
but I'm definitely cutting this part out.
Oh man, that's too bad. All right, well, thank you for listening, and good night or day. It's night for us.
Yeah.